Hey, you were so busy on Christmas Day, you missed one of your presents. Brand new episode of Spoonstaff Story was released. Go watch it now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fireside Chat. I'm Dennis Prager. This is Otto.
Hi, Dennis. Thanks for having me. This is my cat. She is evil. Do not look directly into her eyes. She will steal your soul. She may look cute, but it's a ruse. Thankfully, I don't have a soul to steal, so just a normal cat for me. Apart from the nutritional requirements, you don't know how hard it is to get enough souls.
Otto needs no introduction. I might need an introduction, but Otto does not.
Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead because the next couple of minutes is just this kind of shtick and an advert, and it's just painful to watch. Dennis has the charisma of a sack of mouldy potatoes, and about the same energy as Otto down there, without the redeeming features like not being able to talk. So, anyway.
So, apropos, as it happens,
ergo, concordantly, vis-a-vis.
I'm going to talk to you today since some...
You know what? I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. I just thought it would make me sound cool.
Oh, God damn it. You are really bad at this, Dennis. I mean, I know my live content is garbage, but I know that it's garbage. That's why it's called The Terrible Stream for Terrible People. You should definitely not check it out. It's the worst. But you're also trying to do meaningful points, and you have a team of people helping you, and you still balk it up this badly. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
I feel that I need to always go back to this subject.
Was that a question? Okay, well, if it's a subject that you have spent a lot of time talking about because you come back to it so much, I can only assume you are going to have some very insightful things to say and thoughts about the subject. And that sentence is only true if you remove the words very insightful and thoughts.
Although this will be a different aspect of it, because it is the most important subject in the world.
Oh, well, I didn't know you were a fellow enjoyer of the whiskies. I can't imagine he's going to be talking about anything else. There is literally nothing more important. So, Dennis, first things first, serving size, bucket or trough? I'm more of a bucket man, but I will partake in the occasional trough if it's a party or a celebration or a Tuesday.
And it is the least talked about in schools and in the regular media. I'm going to talk to you about God.
Oh, it's not whiskey. Sad. And, okay, I don't know if that's true. I mean, least talked about? That seems pretty unlikely. Especially when there are no small number of church schools and Bible colleges and the like. I would argue that those places put an inordinate focus on the G-dude over education and, knowing things. But whatever. And then there's media. Well, it seems to be pretty regular to see various religious groups and leaders talking some kind of shit about the world. So honestly, Dennis, I don't know what you're talking about. Unless what you actually mean is, they aren't talking about it overwhelmingly to the point of near constantly. Well, no, and good. And that not talking about that's not talking about it as much as you want, because you don't understand that not everybody holds the same worldview as you. And that's a good thing. Just not for you.
Do you know, by the way, just parenthetically...
Who the f*** are you calling parenthetic? You are parenthetic. What does parenthetical mean? Oh, right. It basically means in addition to. Okay. Who are you calling in addition to? You're in addition to. Ha! Told him.
We live in the most secular generation in the history of the world.
We celebrate good times. Come on. That's some awesome news. The ungodders live in a time where we don't get chucked into threshers for having the audacity not to think what everyone else around them appears to think. Great, especially since it turns out that God doesn't real, so even better. Go ahead, mate. You can party on with us. Don't be shy. Oh, Dennis, you seem almost put out by the notion. Oh, right, of course. You think it's a bad thing that people are escaping from nonsensical ideas about creatures that likely don't exist, and the descriptions that people have come up for them don't make any sense. Don't know what to tell you, mate. Apart from maybe get over it. It's not changing anytime soon.
There has never been a religionless, godless society in recorded history. We have created it in the West to our great detriment.
In your opinion, which is a wrong opinion because the things you want in my correctian are farcical and stupid and based on ideas that were out of touch with how people lived even a few hundred years ago, and are even less relevant today, and seem to lead people to holding some very silly and sometimes out-and-out dangerous ideas, mostly because either God will save them or that's what God wants, which would be fine, apart from the small wrinkle in those positions being that God doesn't rule. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet.
The chaos that we're seeing in so many arenas.
All right, this ought to be good. What's chaotic about today? And if you start going all old man shouts at cloud, I'm going to have to make fun of you for it, okay? Okay.
Men give birth.
Let's sigh, of course, you're one of those. Look, dude, why do you care? It's the same as when people can't stop going on about gay people or whatever other thing that someone else wants to do for their own life that just doesn't affect you. Why do you care? Like, seriously, it's not like you're ever gonna meet any of these people. I'm still not convinced you're even allowed out of the house for fear that you'll walk directly into traffic and cause an accident, which would, of course, be tragic.
Good and evil are opinions.
To an extent, yep. In fact, thinking about it, they were always opinions, weren't they? Or tell me, how is it that different religions can have different takes on what things are bad and what things are good to wildly different standards, even from sects of the same basic religion? It seems as though what you mean is, again, your opinion on morality holds less weight than it used to. Oh no.
There is no objective truth. There isn't even objective truth in math.
I mean, no, there are no objective truths in the we have the truth TM kind of way. And again, has never been otherwise. Or, you know, people would agree on things. But in maths, is that a thing? I thought maths was one of those where you could have actual proofs of X, Y, Z. Unless you mean, we did maths to prove God, but now they say it am not proof. Which, well, yeah. That's not how that works. Or maybe someone has discovered something that has changed our understanding of mathematics when, well, I'm sorry, but that's a good thing. Unless, of course, you prefer to carry on being wrong, where, well, I think I just answered my own question, really.
I mean, it's endless, the chaos. And this is all a result of the breakdown of Judeo-Christian values in the West.
Absolute chaos, human sacrifices, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Except, that's not really happening now, is it? Is the world a bit more complicated than it used to be? Yes. Are there problems? No doubt. But when aren't there? The idea that I keep hearing touted by Judeo-Krooby-Doobry-Doos is that everything am super bad 'cause no gob. And aside from stuff that was going to happen either way, possibly even faster if you were as in charge as you want to be, things are really not that bad today. And people are constantly trying to make it better. And to act like that's not what's happening, well, either you are full of shit or you are completely out of your gourd, and I genuinely don't know which camp you fall into, probably both.
Anyway, I'm going to talk to you about God from this perspective.
God am the real, and I am the big sad when people don't do what I want. You should all be following my beliefs, and anything less than that is literally the end of the world. And also I couldn't possibly be wrong, and certainly wouldn't admit to it if I figured out I was, because only stupid people admit when they're wrong, and I am the big smart.
The number of people who believe in God, and whose belief in God, in my opinion, is flawed.
Oh yeah, there's just so many of them. The people who believe in God wrong is basically all of them. Now, from my perspective, it's because he doesn't real. In Denny's perspective, it's again because he couldn't possibly be the one with the flawed perspective. Because, of course, he's not out of touch. It's the children who are wrong.
Not that they don't believe enough, but that they believe, in my opinion, incorrectly.
I hate to break it to you, Dennis, but they think the exact same thing about you. What exactly is it in your mind that makes you the arbiter of the correct godding? Hell, I will never understand what makes anyone confident in the religion they ultimately choose. Because, well, real talk, I've never had a tattoo. Not because I don't like the idea or have anything against them, but how the fuck do you choose something to permanently brand yourself with that you will be happy with probably until you die. I would be exactly the same with religion. Even if I believed in God, well, there's umpteen zillion ways to do that to pick from. I don't know, man. I just can't comprehend that kind of confidence in oneself. I don't know, man. I just can't comprehend that kind of confidence in oneself. Especially for a humans. I mean, you guys are dumb as f***.
Not that I have the only correct vision of God.
It's not that I have the only correct version. It's just that everyone else is wrong. Well, it doesn't mean that you're all wrong. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what that means. And I am so happy that we can at least agree on something.
But when I explain this one to you, you'll realize why it's not a good idea.
Oh my god, you are so bad at this. Holy shit, dude. Whether you meant to or not, you just said that your perspective is a bad idea. God damn it, man. I wish I was half as unintentionally funny as you are. Woo!
People ask and always ask, why did something bad happen to them?
Finally, actually to the thesis of the damn video. And we're only like 2/3 of the way through a Sursic video. It's okay though, it's just been so damned hilarious, I seriously have no idea if he does these live or just in one take without editing, but damn, keep it up. Shit is too funny.
It's a very fair question.
And apparently, he doesn't have an answer. All good, all powerful God allows bad shit to happen. Oh no. That doesn't make sense. Shit, what are we gonna do? But then just watch Dennis step up like, hold my many beers, lads. I got an idea.
What they think, though, if they think of God, is, why did God allow this to happen to me?
Because he's a prick. There really is no getting around it. With all the powers and qualities ascribed to God via Goobry Crewbries, the only answer that comes to mind is that he's an arsehole or not actually that powerful or some combination of those things. And at that point, is he even the God? I don't know. But I would cut my losses and go straight to Vegas to live out the rest of my days gambling and going to strip clubs if that was the case. Yes, I know those are sexist, but damn it, Hunk Oasis puts on such a good show.
Especially people who have great faith in God. I believed in God, and now look what happened.
I'm just covered in all this jam. I was only trying to make a sandwich. Went to open the jar, and when I did, the jam came out and went just f***ing everywhere. Why, God? Why have you forsaken me to this sticky hell?
A loved one got cancer, or I got cancer, or hit by a car.
You know, I like to say that I play an asshole on TV, but I'm starting to think I might actually be an asshole. Because I have watched that clip 5 times now, and every single time I just burst out laughing. I don't know if it's the things altogether or his sheer po-faced attempt at earnestness, but suffering has never sounded so damned funny.
Or you name the... I'm trying to pick the worst things that could possibly happen.
I don't know, man. Why has God forsaken you with the complete inability to prepare some talking points for your live-ish fireside chat nonsense? Surely a loving God would have mailed you a script, or at least a bullet-pointed list, so you wouldn't make such an overwhelming embarrassment of yourself. Damn. Even I feel sorry for you. Doesn't mean that it's not still hysterical.
Not that you got a bad grade on a test, but seriously bad stuff.
Yeah, some seriously bad stuff. But he can't think of anything because apparently the only bad things he knows about are like cancer and car accidents. Well, here's one. How about, why did God let those priests get away with all that shit they did? What, you think I went too far?
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far?
So first, let me say something I have known for years.
So you're going to say nothing? Dude, that's a bold move to just sit there in silence for the remainder of the video, but I respect the hell out of it, and not just because it would be really, really nice if you shut your yapper for once in your life. Hey, I never said I wasn't a hypocrite, buddy.
There was no connection between your religiosity and God's protection of you.
Well, isn't that just a complete and total condemnation of religion in general? all that shit you do, yeah, God doesn't care. And I tend to agree. Even if there was a God, are you seriously telling me that you think that something that beyond humanity would even know you exist, let alone care where you go to shout at him once a week, or the fact that you don't eat bacon? You are fucking kidding yourself.
It's very common, and it's rationally and religiously baseless.
I think I'm going to leave you on that, because seriously, dude, take your words and apply them to yourself, and I think you might at least start to be onto something. Now I need to go get some more souls to feed my cat. Don't worry, Dennis. I know you don't have one. Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the